Today was a day for the leadership from Central Kenya, the Mount Kenya region, to address an issue of extreme national importance. They say that the more things change, the more they remain the same. I have had occasion to talk about isolation and vilification of the people of the mountain region. And I remember in our days of the youth, during the struggle for independence, the Mau Mau War, there was all the times an announcement in the radio that the Kikuyu, the Meru na Embu ni watu hatari. Ukiona mmoja akipita, piga ripoti kwa polisi mara moja. That was an announcement which was used to be made on the radio all the times to try to isolate the people from Mount Kenya who are fighting for their land which had been grabbed by the colonialists. These were Kenyan patriots who fought and paid a very heavy price for liberation of this country. Now it is so unfortunate that at this time and age, Kenya has now celebrated the 60th year of its independence, that somebody should try to use the very same tactics and methods that were used by the British to try to isolate the youth from this region. There is now an attempt to artificially re-establish Mungiki movement. And I've seen it happen in my own eyes. It's Maina Njenga, merely because he accompanied me to the funeral of our matriarch, Mukamu Kimathi, has since been vilified, been harassed. They have carried out searches, all his residences in Nyandarua, in Laikipia, in Nakuru, in Nairobi, planting even some kind of evidence. Somehow they've carried bang, and at times they're carrying guns and so on, to try to vilify him and find an excuse to arrest him, to detain him. The young youth who were themselves incensed by this harassment are now being classified as Mungiki. But you have also seen Mr. Gachagua run around the whole central province talking about alcoholism among the youth, drugs and delinquency, and urging the chiefs and the police and the administration generally to deal firmly with this youth. Now the youth have nothing else to do. The youth are idle. And that's the reason why they resort to alcoholism. The answer to this is to provide a job for this youth. If the youth get something to do meaningfully, they will not be drinking. But they are getting into alcoholism because of lack of anything meaningful to do. You will remember we had brought a program when we were in government to try to put money into the pocket of this youth. Even the last regime had a program called Kazi Mtaani. Kazi Mtaani actually meaningfully engaged this youth. These people had said that they were going to get this youth engaged in tree planting, and so on, they have not done anything. We used to have them cleaning the streets, garbage collection, and helping the community generally. And the youth were happy. They were not drinking. So, Mr. Gachagua, a free advice to you, don't vilify these youth. Give them something meaningful to do. Second, Mr. Gachagua, you have been bragging all along that you are the sons of Mau Mau. You and your other counterpart called Kimani Ichung'wah. I want to challenge you today, Mr. Gachagua, to tell Kenyans your relationship with one Chief Nderi Gachagua Wang'ombe, who was assassinated by the Mau Mau in 1953 because of his collaboration with the brutal colonial regime. That Gachagua came from Madeira. So we want you to come clean and tell the Kenyans what is your relationship with that Nderi Gachagua Wang'ombe, the collaborator, so that people can then understand. And tell us also, if your father was a Mau Mau, what was his service number in the Mau Mau movement? The same thing with Kimani Ichung'wah. We have said, and I just want to underscore what these leaders from Central Province have said. They have said that they will not tolerate this, and we want to speak on behalf of other Kenyans, that we are fully in solidarity with what they have said. We'll stand strongly in solidarity with our people, friends, brothers and sisters from the Central Province. Central Province is very much part and parcel of Kenya, and we will make all the contribution needed to protect these people against harassment by this illegitimate regime. Thank you.